What's good, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. I would like to welcome you to a Teachable Tuesdays discussion, episode 2 of our self-care series. You're like, I did a little relaxed voice there. That's because it's the self-care series, you know what I'm saying? Self-care means you're supposed to be relaxing. You're supposed to be taking care of yourself. At least that's how I look at it. So last week we talked about massages. And today we're going to be talking about chiropractors. And I'm actually kind of sad right now to some degree because I found out that the chiropractor that I normally go to, or the company that I normally go to, New Spine, they are no longer in business, or at least the location that I normally go to. I am highly disappointed about that, which means I need to find a new New Spine location, or I need to go ahead and find just the new chiropractic company, period. So I'm going to be in the process of looking that up today. But anyways, today I'm here to talk to you guys about why chiropractors are so important, the benefits of going to see a chiropractor. But before I get into that, I want to tell you a little bit of a backstory of how I got to go see a chiropractor recently. Well, somewhat recently. It was almost an entire year ago, truth be told. So, I had a rib injury from skating, and I mentioned it on the channel. I've mentioned it several times last year. And basically what happened was I did a 360 jump. I do Cleveland style for roller skating. If you don't know what Cleveland freestyle is, it's a mixture of jumps, footwork, and slides in the roller skating community. And, you know, things culminate together on that note in order to develop that style, pretty much, right? Well, I went for a normal 360 jump, which is easy for me at this point. I've been doing the style long enough to where, you know, it's relatively simple. And, you know, I had a freak accident. Somehow I came down wrong and I felt something go pop. And I was in immediate pain. When I say immediate pain, guys, it was bad. It was horrible. So, went to the hospital. Nothing was broken, thank God. None of my ribs were fractured or anything of the sort. But they were bruised pretty badly. So much so that it put me out of skating for about 6 weeks. And I couldn't work out the way I wanted to for about a good week. It would hurt to run. The only thing I could do working out wise was walking. I could not lift anything. I could barely squat. I had to sleep on my back for about a week, which I hate sleeping on my back. I normally sleep on my side. But I say all that to say that, you know, your ribs are connected to a lot of parts of your body that you don't really notice until you have an injury. And one of those parts that it's connected and that it affected was my back. And I started having back problems, back pain. Like it would hurt for me to even just stand up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, they say, well, don't sit down, walk around, stand up. It makes your back feel better. No, it did not. It did not at all. So I was like, you know, maybe I need to go see a massage therapist. But I thought about it and I was like, you know what? For years, one of my sorority sisters, Kay, shout out to her, by the way, she was doing chiropractic. And, well, when she went to chiropractic school, and I never went to go see her. And it was just like, yo, first of all, that was dumb because I could have took advantage of a free session. You know what I'm saying? Like, chiropractors can be expensive, truth be told, once you add it up. But I think they're relatively important. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go see a chiropractor. And I kept seeing New Spine all over my news feed on Facebook, the little ads and whatnot. And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and check that out, right? So that's exactly what I did. I told the doctor what my problem was. They did a pre-evaluation, basically just kind of figuring out where everything was at and so on and so forth. And after that, the sun is bright today. After that, basically, they did a treatment, literally cracked my back, my neck, pretty much everything that needed to be adjusted, or so I say more so adjusted me. And 2 days later, my back felt so much better. Ooh, bright sun. And from there on, I started going on a regular basis because the doctor had mentioned to me that, you know, when you go to see a chiropractor, you shouldn't just be going for a one-time thing, if you will, just because you got pain. You need to make it a regular routine. It's kind of like a doctor. You shouldn't go to the doctor just because you're in pain. I mean, yes, you know, if you are in pain and there's an issue, of course, go to the doctor. Please do that. But that should not be the only time that you go. So I started seeing my chiropractor at first every week. Then it turned into twice a month. Then unfortunately I had some financial challenges going on, and I was only able to see them once a month, to the point where eventually I was not able to see them at all. And it sucked not being able to see them at all. To be honest, I actually have not been back to my chiropractor since July of last year. And it's kind of weighing on me heavy to go back, just for the simple fact that it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important to have a chiropractor and be able to, like, you know, go on a consistent basis, because of like I mentioned, you know, in my last video with massages, with everything that we do, you know, there's a lot of things that are required of us to keep up and to make sure that we are maintaining our body well. And like I mentioned before, we don't always do the best job at doing that. And it's not that we, you know, neglect our bodies on purpose. It's just more so because of so many different activities that we do on a daily basis, we don't think about how those activities ultimately affect our bodies, right? I like to work out a lot. And actually, as of the recording of this video, I'm about to, because you know I record my videos in advance, I'm about to begin phase 2 of the Live Hard Challenge, where I pretty much do 2 workouts a day for 30 days straight. Now, for some people, that don't seem like it's that bad, but the totality of it all, that's a lot of wear and tear on your body, right? So to keep up the maintenance, you got to make sure that you are getting your body adjusted. And it really helps, not just with when you have sports injuries or any type of bodily injuries in general, but it also helps just, you know, keep it going. You know, it's similar to, like I mentioned with the massage video, you know, when you need an oil change, right? That's exactly how I would look at it. And there's a lot of benefits to seeing a chiropractor. It does reduce pain. It also increases mobility. It makes you not so stiff. You know what I'm saying? If you're a stiff individual, it's probably a good chance because you need to be adjusted. And a massage alone, while that kind of helps, it won't completely resolve the issue. And I will say this, like, you know, like the doctor told me, when it comes to seeing a chiropractor, it should not just be a one-time thing. Oh, I'm good, I don't need to go back for a while. No, consistently go. I'm not saying you got to go every week like I did. I only went every week because I had injury. But if you can go see your chiropractor at least, I'm going to argue twice a month, right? I think that will put you in a very, very, very good position to where you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But I say at least twice a month after the initial couple of visits, because they're going to, you know, want you to come a couple times. Also note that most chiropractors don't take insurance, because a lot of chiropractor companies are private practices. So do keep that in mind. I'm not saying that everyone doesn't take insurance. I know the one that I went to, New Spine, it was $85, and that covered about 5 sessions. So you can use any of those 5 sessions. You could literally go 2 sessions in a week if you want to. You could do once a week. I typically did once a week, and it's a good deal. And it was only $85 for me because I also did the hydro massage as well, because I love massages. So why not? So yeah, if you've ever wondered if you need to see a chiropractor, even if you're not in pain, go see one. You would be highly surprised at how good they are, how efficient they are, and how it does wonders for your body. Like I said before, I'm going to be in the process today of looking for a new chiropractor, and hopefully I will have one before the month is over with, because I told myself that one of my goals for this year was to increase my health intake. And when I say health intake, I mean like just taking better care of myself when it comes to appointments, my doctor's appointments, my dentist appointments, seeing a chiropractor, seeing a massage therapist at least once every other month. And like I said, you know, really just doing better with my self-care, which is why we're talking about it today. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want any more information, feel free to hit me up. Of course, I'm not a professional, but again, I've seen a chiropractor enough to tell you a lot of the benefits that come along with it. I know some of you may have seen videos where they're like freak accidents with chiropractors, like a chiropractor did this. And let me tell you something, statistically, that is a 0.6% chance of happening amongst all people who see chiropractors throughout. So it does not happen that often. And as always, I tell people, do reviews or look at reviews before you go to a company. And that's not just with chiropractor, that's with any company. Because a lot of times we'll hear horror stories about a place, but you won't really know until you go there. Now, I'm not saying that if you hear horror stories about a place, go there and see for yourself. No, sometimes word of mouth is the best prevention of danger. But, always read the reviews and see what the hype is about and go from there. All right. Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned for next week as we continue the self-care series. And peace.